Hey fellas, this is Zem from Shrek Gaming. Playing a little bit of World of Warplanes today. Um, when this game came out, I don't know, was it 3 years ago? Um, I played probably like 14 games in beta, and it was bad. It was terrible. Controls were terrible, and I didn't really come back and revisit the game over the years until about probably 4 or 5 months ago. And all of a sudden, I decided to get a little tired of tanks, and I decided to pick up World of Warplanes again because hey, it's tied in with your World of Tanks count, right? And come to find out that it had gotten a lot better. And I don't know, I've played War Thunder, and for arcade version, I think World of Tanks or World of Warplanes is just as good as War Thunder for playability. It doesn't quite have the tech trees and stuff, but if you're pure fun, it's a great little arcade game. So in this clip, I am in a Tier 6 I-16 Russian multi-fighter. It's actually a pretty good matchup. There's a lot of humans playing and not quite so many bots. Usually when I'm playing multi-roles or even fighters in general, is my first target is always those pesky, pesky little heavy fighters, such as this AO-192 right here. And it's always best to get them knocked out as soon as you can because if you don't, later on in the game, sooner or later you get zoomed and boomed. And the problem is they typically have more speed and they spend most of their time at high altitudes. In that situation, it was nice to catch him down low and going slow enough that you can get on top of him and kill him right away. Um, the I-16 has four machine guns, two 50 cals and two 7.62s, and they don't overheat quickly. So it's one of those kind of spray and pray kind of planes. You can pop out a lot of lead and not have to worry about overheating your guns. And very maneuverable little airplane for Tier 3. Not as maneuverable as some as the biplanes, but um, it sure can. It can sure turn. Like I said, though, once you get behind an airplane, especially at these lower tiers, those four machine guns can really rip some shit. And that's really what the game is about. This kind of plane is all. It's all about the turning. I mean, it's not an energy fighter. It doesn't do well zooming, booming. It's just not fast enough. So, but in a turning game, especially against some of these big fat planes, it really is in its element. That's the really kind of what the low tier is all about. It's the turning, the ability to turn. I know you use higher tiers up in World of Warplanes. That's much more of an energy game. But these lower tiers, which I consider these lower tiers um, are fun because of this reason. I mean, the quick turns. You're moving left and right. You're all over the place. You're going verticals, tight turns. Um, it's a different kind of gameplay than you get when you get into the higher tiers. And I find sometimes it's more enjoyable to play the lower tiers, especially the under five, just for this reason because of its they're very quick games. They're lots of turning, lots of planes dying quickly. And in this game, I had actually a very good game. I ended up with 13 kills. They kind of just everything kind of lined up for me. As you can see from one plane to the next, it was just as I killed one, turning around, and there was another one. Typically, like these ground attack planes, you just kind of leave them alone, and you want to try to knock out the fighters as much as you can. An F3F is one of those kind of targets you really want to knock out quickly because it will outturn just about any other plane in the game, including the one I'm flying. But luckily, this human pilot decides to make a run for it instead of actually trying to turn with me and fight. Then after that, once you knock out the fighters, the ground attack planes are pretty much just slow, big, fat XP pinatas. As you can literally just fly up behind them and pump them full of lead and collect all the tasty, tasty damage and XP. Of course, they have tail gunners and they do damage, but typically, I have most of my health yet left, and these guys are not full health. It doesn't take very long to knock them out. So, well, this is my last target. I hope you guys enjoyed the replay, and I will be posting more World of Warplanes if somebody's actually interested in watching them. I know we still have a pretty low population, but hopefully we get a few more people to play. All right, thank you.